Did you ever get a letter from Caveland? I mean, I've heard of Birdland and Chicagoland and Fantasyland, and just a few days ago, I learned where Caveland is. It's at the El Dorado Correctional Facility in Kansas. More specifically, it is Dennis Rader's prison cell. Caveland, where Dennis Rader hangs his hat, or his towel, or his jumpsuit, or whatever you hang in your cell. That's what he calls his cell, and he wrote me a letter from there specifically referencing it. He is, of course, the infamous serial killer known as BTK, which stands for Bind, Torture, Kill, which is what he did to his victims. And he is literally rotting in Caveland for the rest of his life for doing that to at least 10 people, murdering them in the most gruesome way. Correspondence seems to have helped him pass the time, but much of the handwritten letter that he sent to me is really hard to make out. Here is a little bit of what we've been able to decipher, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little surprised because he wrote, "I'm aware of you." Plus, at one time, watched NewsNation in between CNN and Fox. Always enjoyed the program. To bring you up to speed on me, he says, on 12/31/2025, we'll call it quits. BTK, etc. Plus retire. We'll only correspond with roughly 15% of who I correspond with today. Age soon 79 plus, as you well know. I'm famous around the world. I live alone at cell B1-140 here at EDCF. That's the El Dorado Correctional Facility. 18 plus years. Was arrested 2/25/2005, 19 years ago. I live in segregation, sort of called whole. We as inmates have a lot of restrictions, yet I have TV, phone, books, magazines, etc. Play chess by mail or phone. So Dennis Rader plans on retiring. You heard it here first. Retiring. I also want to read you how he groups or labels people with whom he corresponds. It's kind of interesting. He writes, and this is very tricky to understand, so you're going to have to bear with me. Quote, to break my correspondence down into downward arrow, A, club, that's 8 to 10 member, dash funds. B, core, bread and butter, funds people. C, past correspondence, but not quite core. Weeding them out in 2024. I'll weed out core plus some club come 2025. D, new wannabe correspondence, 60 to 70% of letters that come in. F, dead on arrival people. M, for media like you, plus V for vendor, and cross for church. He goes on to say that the best way to correspond with him is to put funds into an account so that he can text. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.